Shifting now to Media Watch with Emma James for a look at some of the main talking points of the day. We're starting with Barack Obama's comments on the UK's role in Europe, which has stirred a bit of controversy.
Yes, it certainly has. Barack Obama weighing in no uncertain terms when it comes to the UK's position in Europe. He believes that the UK is better and stronger within the EU, and the British Prime Minister David Cameron is particularly relieved to be gaining his support because Barack Obama is still very much largely popular in the United Kingdom. What he said on Twitter, the US is one of our closest allies, so it's important to hear Barack Obama on why we should remain in the EU, and he provided the link to this Telegraph article that Barack Obama himself wrote. Now, Obama says now is a time for friends and allies to stick together, and he claims the European Union doesn't moderate British influence, it magnifies it. Not everyone, though, thinks that Barack Obama should actually be commenting on this particular issue. This is a British MP. What has Dave got lined up next? Invite Angela Merkel over to say she'll invade us if we vote leave. Now, another very much in the forefront of the Leave campaign is Boris Johnson, the London mayor, and the person who many believe will be the next leader of the UK's Conservative Party, perhaps the next Prime Minister. But he has shocked a great deal of people with this article that he wrote for The Sun, because he questioned whether the part Kenyan president had an ancestral dislike of the British Empire. He also claimed that Obama had removed the bust of Winston Churchill from the White House, something that others have disputed. It's a lengthy article, but it is these comments about Barack Obama that have got all of the publicity really and all of the attention, notably from those who are within the campaign to stay within Europe in the United Kingdom. So Boris wants to be PM, and he has a pop at the US president for his part Kenyan ancestry. Nasty, desperate stuff. This from Nicholas Soames MP, who is also the grandson of Winston Churchill. He says, appalling article by Boris Johnson in The Sun, totally wrong on almost everything, inconceivable that Winston Churchill would not have welcomed the president's views.
And the world is continuing to mourn the passing of music legend Prince. Now that the initial shock is over, what are people focusing on?
Well, it seems that everyone really is searching for an insight into the man behind the enigma, because Prince didn't give that many television interviews. Lots of people talking about their brushes with the Purple One, and one particular tale of this like was actually turned into a sketch on a US comedy programme back in 2004, The Chappelle's Show. It was called A True Hollywood Tale, and takes a look at a rather improbable story, but a very entertaining one that's being shared very widely on social media right now. Let's take a look.
Prince was incredible. Prince, you got a towel, man? It's kind of hot out here, man.
Why don't you purify yourself in the waters of Lake Minnetonka?
Good.
In your face, Charlie Murphy. Good. Good hustle.
I mean, it wasn't even like it was close. It was a landslide victory.
Game. Blouses.
So improbable as it may seem, that is actually based on a true tale. Charlie Murphy recounting his meeting with Prince in 1985, where he and his friends played Prince and the Revolution, his backing band, a challenge to a basketball game. Now, I'm sure there is a little exaggeration in there, but despite being only 5 feet and 2 inches tall, Prince apparently really is genuinely quite a good basketball player. Now, the man himself absolutely loved the sketch, so much so that in 2013, one of his singles covers actually bore the image of that comedian Dave Chappelle on Prince Breakfast Can Wait. So he clearly, although he was quite a mysterious creature, he was one with a good sense of humour too.
Thank you very much, Emma.